know we're shit.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Daily Drift. So welcome back, everybody. If you guys have been here, you already know we started working on getting the BMW engine torn down. We managed to get the cylinder head off. It's sitting over there on the workbench. The problem that I kept running into is there was a lot of carbon buildup everywhere. Even when we took the cylinder head off, there's carbon buildup all up in the engine. And I thought last night, I was like, okay, so what do I do? What can I do to get rid of this carbon? And then it hit me. So I went and I grabbed this. I grabbed one of these. Basically, I got some ATF fluid. And I decided, it's an old trick and it's well known that if you take ATF fluid and you soak something in it, it's basically got a bunch of detergents and stuff in it. So that's what I did. I put it in the engine block and I let it sit. So you can see here, I've got it sitting in the cylinder and it's been working on this, breaking up a lot of this carbon deposits. And it's just helping get rid of a lot of this excess that was basically floating on there. And then I'm going to come back at it with a little cloth and try to clean up the rest of it. But it's already cleaned up quite a bit. From where it was, you can see like there's still some deposits there, but if I wipe on it, a lot of it's going to start coming up. So it seems to be doing the trick. Still got a lot of cleaning to do on this block, but before I can actually finish this up, I have to get the head ready to go to the shop. So then, as you know, I've been torn deciding between which engine block that I'm going to use, if I'm going to use my old one or if I'm going to use this new one. I keep seeing a lot of problems with this new one that makes me think that it was just not very well taken care of. So I decided to take mine apart. So I didn't film it because I already showed you guys how I took this one down. It's literally the same exact thing I did on mine. I didn't want to bore you guys to death, so that's what I did the other day. Managed to get the head off of that, and let me show you what it looks like just for comparison. So if you look here, you can see that mine is actually in way better shape. Even though it's got 300,000 miles, look, that buildup is not that bad. Even on the edge of these lips here, it's not nearly as bad as the other one was. My cylinder walls are definitely more worn than the other one in terms of, you can see there's a nice little ring there and it's on pretty much every single one of them. I'm not sure if that's just from being worn or what, but there's still far less carbon deposits, even on the pistons. The pistons are black, which is just from it running rich, but it's not like covered completely in carbon. Whereas you come over to this engine, now mind you, I've got it setting and I've been cleaning it. It's literally, well, I guess this one's got the ring as well. Yeah, but I mean, even just looking here, you can see like all of this buildup and stuff. Looking inside there, the corrosion going on inside the block. Whereas we come over here to mine, there's virtually none. It's really, really good shape. I mean, it's not bad at all. So yeah. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to use my block because it looks like it's in better shape. It looks like it's been better taken care of. There's a lot less carbon buildup all throughout the block. The block in general just looks really good. And it was running good before we took it. I mean, well, it wasn't running good. It was running. We'll leave it at that. It was running, okay? It wasn't beautifully running, but it was running. So I know that the engine's okay.
Are you sure about that?
Whereas with this engine, what we have is, who knows how much of it was highway, who knows how much of it was used for racing, and it obviously wasn't very well taken care of. So, yeah, so I got the decision to make. Other head's chilling down there. We got that one up there, but what I need to do is get the cams out. The machine shop should be closing soon, but I want to get this done, so I'm going to get these cams out of this head, take my head down there, get it cleaned up and everything. Turns out it's really expensive, so I'm not doing both. I'm just doing the one, and we're just going to roll with it. So the other thing I wanted to show you was the amount of deposits on the valves in each head, comparing the two. So first, let's get this one. So if you look in there, you can see the intake valves are really, really covered in just all kinds of junk, and it's all the way across the board. Versus if you look at mine, yes, it has deposits, but they are far less than what the other ones were.
So what I did to remove my camshafts is pretty simple.
I took an adjustable wrench that would fit over the camshaft. They said a 22 mil would fit, but it didn't. So I ended up using an adjusty wrench, and I got that to hold the camshaft. And what I did is I tried to get it to a point to where it would relieve all the pressure except for the number 1 cylinder. So that way, the only cylinder that had pressure on it was the first one. Okay, so what just happened there is it slipped a little bit because I'm doing it by myself. If you have a friend, use your friend, but this should be good, so I'm going to take it out. Luckily, it looks like it didn't crack. The camshaft looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it got damaged at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go set it aside, and then we're going to remove the tray. To remove the tray, all you need to do is basically just pry up. It'll pop right out, and then put all the lifters in the valley according to where you found them. So then what I would do is I would use that adjustable wrench to hold the camshaft in place as I slowly broke loose all of the nuts. And then I would slowly start to remove every one except for the number 1, the one that still has tension on it. After I did that, I was able to then break the very last one loose, and I would just do it a quarter turn at a time, slowly removing the nut until it came completely off. Then remove the lifter trays and valleys just the same as the one before. Then I just removed the camshaft sensor, coolant temp sensor, and any other sensor I could find just to make sure it was completely empty when I brought it to the machine shop. Alright, so guys, as you can see, I got all the cams out. I got everything nice and neat, nice and clean. I got all my sensors unhooked. And if you look over here, all I did is I placed these, so I got the exhaust cam intake on this side, so it's basically, that's the front, this is the back. I've got all my end caps in lines, that way I know where they are. Put all my nuts together, and I'm going to put it up under the car in a place where it's not going to get messed with. But yeah, so I'm literally just going to slide this under the car because that way I know nobody will mess with it there and it's out of the way, so I don't worry about stepping on it. So I need to hurry up. They close in about an hour and a half. So I got to get all the way down there, try to beat this traffic and get this thing in there. So let's head down to the machine shop and see just what the damage is. So we got the baby just chilling in the seat, aka cylinder head. So all I got to do is get down to Duffin, have them take a look at it. They quoted me quite a bit. It looks like it's going to cost about 540 bucks, but I don't know. We'll see. It said it also depended on if they got to replace valves or not. So yeah, I'm probably only getting one done. So let's get down there before they close, figure out what the bill is, and go from there. I picked like one of the worst days to come out. Like, you got to be either brave or dumb to drive in the rain around here, because people in Texas don't know what the hell they're doing when it comes to driving in the rain. That's why San Antonio is a nightmare. You see all those overpasses? It's ridiculous. We made it, guys. So this is the shop. It's really nice. They have everything we ever needed. We take all of our engines here. They do good work. So I made it, but they don't really like filming, so I'm gonna just record with my phone. You guys will just hear what I say when I'm in there, hopefully. And we'll see how it works. Fingers crossed. Sir. I called yesterday about I had a BMW cylinder head, straight 6, dual overhead cam, 24 valve. I was looking at getting the head redone.
Okay, based on that one, what I'll do, I'll clean it, I'll pressure test it, make sure it's not cracked.
Okay.
Vacuum test it, dip the valves with seating.
Okay.
And it said number 2 is ready.
3 and 4 is between these two. These were the two that were low. I think it may have been a lot of highway miles.
Really doing that, but obvious.
See, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was looking at it.
If the vacuum test is good, then yes, if I do have a lower end problem.
Okay.
I mean, there could have been some carbon in the valve or something, just holding it up.
Just keeping it from seating properly.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping. It's something simple and nothing too crazy.
You brought most stuff too.
I have, yes, sir. We have, most recently was a Miata engine.
Okay, well, check that and give you a holler.
But I do appreciate it.
Okay, now.
Yeah, have a good one, sir. Alright, I made it in one piece. Oh, they were very nice. Whew. So let's go and get the hell out of here. So guys, the good news is we got it down at the shop. They're tearing it apart right now. They said they're going to do a vacuum test and some other checks, pressure test it. They're going to clean it up real good and basically see if the problem was just a valve not seating properly. I don't know if that's why we had low compression, but they said if that's not the case, then it's most likely it's a problem in the bottom end. Because he said he didn't see any cracks or anything. He said it looked like a decent head, like it looked good. So we're going to wait and see what they have to say. So it's probably going to be a few days. And until then, I'm going to have to work on just a bunch of little loose ends around here. Basically just try to get this thing ready to go in. I might clean up some seals, degrease the block. I really want to paint the block, so maybe I'll do that in the future. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of short, but sometimes I like to keep it nice and sweet. So guys, smash that like button just as hard as you smash that clutch, because guys, we got a lot coming. We got a lot of work to do on this car. It's gonna be going good. I'm really happy about it. I'm excited to see how it goes. Basically, we're just gonna work on getting this engine done so we can get it back in the car. And we haven't even touched the rear end yet. We still gotta get up under here and do a bunch of work. So don't worry guys, we got a lot of stuff coming, so I'm looking forward to making it. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon, and I'll be sure to catch you all in the next one. And remember guys, we can do it.
So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because in the next episode, we're going to be cleaning out the block, cleaning off all that nasty carbon, and cleaning up some new parts. We're slowly going to get this engine back together one piece at a time. I promise you that. Look forward to seeing the next one, and have a great day.
I'm so happy.